Hey there, I'm Benjamin from Loves Data, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get actionable insights from your marketing data in seconds with DashThis. It's an easy to use reporting tool that saves you time when building dashboards. DashThis lets you connect a range of popular marketing platforms, including Google Analytics, Google Ads, Meta Ads, and more. And for advanced reporting, you can include multiple data sources in a single dashboard and even combine data. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to DashThis for sponsoring this video. As you'll see, it's quick and easy to build dashboards, and they have great customer support, so if you ever get stuck, their team is there to help you. DashThis also has a dedicated team making sure you have accurate and reliable data, so you can trust the numbers in your dashboards. We're going to walk through the steps to create two dashboards, one for Google Ads and one for Google Analytics. Okay, let's jump in. Let's head to DashThis. Once you're on the DashThis website, you can start a free trial. Or if you already have an account, you can sign in. Since I already have an account, let's click Sign In. We enter our email address and our password, and click Sign In. We're going to walk through the interface in a moment, but before we do, let's cover the steps to create our first dashboard. We're going to build a dashboard for Google Ads that includes a range of metrics to understand the performance of our campaigns. To do this, let's click New Dashboard. We can choose if we want to start with a blank dashboard, or we can use one of the pre-built templates. We're going to start with a template, so let's search for Google Ads. And let's select the Google Ads report template. Now we can name our dashboard. Let's name this dashboard Google Ads Performance. I'm going to leave the default language and currency, but you can change this. And for the time period, we can choose between flexible or fixed. Selecting flexible means you can adjust the date range used for the dashboard. And selecting fixed means the dashboard will only include the selection you choose. For example, with fixed and monthly selected, the dashboard will only let you include data by month. For this dashboard, let's ensure flexible is selected for the time period. And there's an option to add a password to your dashboard. I recommend taking the time to add a password so that only people with the password can view it. So I'm going to enter a password. And let's click Next. Now we need to add a data source to our dashboard. Let's select the option to connect Google Ads. Now we need to authorize access. Let's click Continue. We can now see all of the Google Ads accounts we have access to. Let's select the account we want to add, and then select Add. We can see our Google Ads account is added on the right. You also have the option of adding multiple data sources to your dashboard. For example, you could include data from your Google Ads account, from Google Analytics, and other platforms, all in the same dashboard. We're going to keep things simple for this dashboard, so let's click Create Dashboard. Our dashboard loads, and we now have a pre-built Google Ads dashboard. At the very top of the dashboard, we can see the current date range. By default, it's set to last month, but we can change this. For example, we can select last 30 days, this month, or one of the other available options. The dashboard includes an overview with key metrics at the top. And scrolling down, we can see more granular details about campaign performance. We can see our top performing ads, and more. You can also tweak and customize the report by adjusting and adding widgets. We will cover widgets in more detail in a moment, but to show you how quickly you can customize the dashboard, let's select Widget Bundle on the top left corner. Now we select Google Ads. Select our account and click Next. These widget bundles are pre-configured to include a range of metrics and charts. Let's click Add for the Brand Awareness Bundle. We're shown a preview. And to add the bundle, let's click Confirm at the bottom. We've now started to customize our dashboard. Another great feature that's built into DashThis is AI Insights. This lets you get automated insights from your data sources. And it also lets you start a chat if you have questions or want custom analysis and insights. To see this, let's select AI Insights. There are suggested starting points we can use to get quick insights. So we can select summary, opportunities, wins, or issues depending on what sort of insights we're after. Or you have the option of entering your own prompts too. For this report, let's select Summary. AI Insights will now automatically identify points of interest based on our data source. And we can copy any insights of interest. Now let's also ask, what should I do to improve my click-through rate? And AI Insights provides suggestions on how we can improve our campaigns to make our ads more engaging. We can copy these too. And you can also give AI Insights additional context about your website or your client, including industry, campaign objectives, and more. This will help further refine the suggestions and insights you're given inside DashThis. For example, you could say, this is for a B2B software company targeting small businesses in the US. The goal is lead gen. Adding context about your business or client, industry, campaign objectives, or seasonality can make the recommendations even more relevant. Okay, now we're going to add the insights we copied to our dashboard. Let's close AI Insights. And let's move the Insights heading to the top of our dashboard. Let's also move the Comments section to the top of our dashboard. And we can paste the insights we copied. We've now created our Google Ads dashboard, and we can customize this by adding our logo and choosing a color theme. To do this, let's click Add Logo. And let's click the plus sign to upload our logo. Now we can also customize the colors. Let's click Color Themes on the top right corner. We can now choose one of the preset themes, or if you're on the professional plan or higher, you can choose a custom color theme for your dashboard. Okay, now that we've created our Google Ads dashboard, let's create another dashboard. This time we're going to walk through the steps to create a dashboard from scratch. To do this, let's click the menu icon on the top left corner, and let's choose New Dashboard. To create a dashboard from scratch, let's select Blank Dashboard. Let's name our dashboard Google Analytics Overview. We're going to leave the default language and currency. And let's select Flexible for the time period. Now let's add a password. And click Next. I've already connected my Google Analytics account, so let's select Google Analytics 4. Select my account and my demo property. And let's click Create Dashboard. Now we need to add widgets to our dashboard. On the top left corner, we can see options to add preset widgets, custom widgets, static widgets, and a widget bundle. Preset widgets are pre-configured charts you can add to your dashboard. For example, if you want to add a chart showing the number of new users visiting your website, you can add this using a pre-configured widget. Custom widgets let you choose a chart type and then choose a metric or dimension to use in the chart. Static widgets let you manually add content to your dashboard. For example, if you want to add your own insights and analysis to the dashboard, you can add this using a comment widget. And the widget bundle, which we also saw when we created our Google Ads dashboard. This option lets you quickly build your dashboard using pre-configured sets of widgets. Let's add a bundle to our dashboard. So let's select Widget Bundle. We select our data source. Then click Next. We can see there are a range of pre-configured sets we can use. Let's add the Website Engagement Bundle. We can see a preview of the widgets. And to use them in our dashboard, let's click Confirm at the bottom. Now let's select Widget Bundle again. Select our Google Analytics property and click Next. Now let's add the Event Bundle to our dashboard. And let's click Confirm. And let's add one more bundle. Let's select Widget Bundle. Select our property. Click Next. And let's add the Key Events bundle. And click Confirm. We now have the start of our Google Analytics dashboard. Using the widget bundles is a really quick way to build reports using DashThis. And we can tweak and customize this further. We can even add additional data sources to our dashboard. To see this, let's click the configuration icon on the top right corner of the dashboard. And let's select Manage Data Sources. Now let's choose Google Ads on the left. Let's select our Google Ads account. And click Add. Now let's click Save. We now have the option of adding widgets from Google Ads and Google Analytics to our dashboard. To see this, let's select Widget Bundle. Choose Google Ads, select our account, and click Next. Now let's add the Campaigns and Ads Performance bundle to our dashboard. And click Confirm. Our dashboard now includes data from Google Analytics and Google Ads. You can use AI insights like we did with our Google Ads dashboard. But when you have multiple channels, the insights will cover all of your data. So this will give you an overview of all your marketing performance. And also like we did with our other dashboard, we can add our logo. And we can change the color theme. DashThis also lets you save a dashboard as a template. This is useful if you want to reuse the dashboard with other clients or other areas of your business. To do this, let's select the configuration icon and choose Save as Template. Now we can name the template. Add an optional description and click Create Template. You can now quickly recreate this dashboard using the template whenever you need. To use the templates we've created, you can simply follow the steps we've covered to create a new dashboard, select your custom template, and then connect the data sources you want to use. And you also have the option of sharing dashboards. To share a dashboard, click the sharing icon at the top. You can then copy a link to share the dashboard. You can email the dashboard. This lets you automatically send dashboards to your clients every week or month without needing to rebuild reports manually. And you can also export your dashboard as a PDF. We've now created two dashboards. We've created a Google Ads dashboard to see the performance of our campaigns, and we created a dashboard that combines data from Google Analytics and Google Ads. Now let's take a moment to walk through the interface. Let's click the menu icon on the top left corner, and let's select Dashboards. This is where you can find the dashboards we've just created. There's also an option to create groups, which let you organize your dashboards into folders. This is particularly useful if you're creating different types of dashboards, or if you work in an agency and you're creating dashboards for different clients. On the left, below Dashboards, we can see Integrations. This is where you can see platforms or data sources you've already connected to DashThis. And you can also connect new data sources to use with your dashboards. We've already connected Google Ads and Google Analytics, and we can see these on the right. And apart from these platforms, you can see there are a whole range of other integrations you can enable. My highlights include Google Search Console, Meta Ads, YouTube, SEMrush, and Google Sheets. This lets you bring all of your marketing data into a single dashboard and also combine organic and paid insights in one report. Next, we can see custom templates. As we saw earlier, custom templates allow you to save your dashboards and reuse them. So if you've taken the time to customize a dashboard, you can save it as a template to quickly reuse the dashboard for other clients or other areas of your business. Below custom templates is email sharing. This lets you view dashboards that are being automatically emailed to people. White Label lets you set up a custom domain for people to access your dashboards. And under Logos, you can manage logos you've used in your dashboards and upload new logos. I also want to mention that you can click the Help icon on the top right corner to access help resources and connect with the support team at DashThis. There's also a handy chat option if you get stuck or need some advice. The team at DashThis are always happy to help. As we've seen, it's quick and easy to create professional dashboards using DashThis. And if you've been building dashboards from scratch, the pre-configured templates, widget bundles, and AI insights will speed up your workflow. Take a moment to try DashThis and see how quickly you can get up and running. You can find a link to create your account in the description below this video. I'd also love to know what types of dashboards you create. Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, please like it so I know to make more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.